season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll give it to the back. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times now they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got it again. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times they can run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Pitt Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got...
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a first down here to open the period. Handoff to the lone back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Find some fresh air. Turning on the Jets. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. They go to the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down the knot before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback finds one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Bringing the heat. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you...
Lots of room to run. The 20, 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help.
Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
He lets it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The sure hands, it's Haynes. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Perry. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fights off a defender. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's strong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Johnson wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Perry. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now?
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Brown. Turning it on! He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Clemson. A great catch and run for 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a man, it's Lynch. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Got his man, and they'll stop him about 5 yards. First. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Gets rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big set.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Lynch. Got him downfield. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And the returner goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
3rd and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the 1st down.
Got the 1st down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the catch, it's Perry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win.
He's got it at the 20. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it and still on his feet. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.